Oh, today's brutal for me. There you go. I got the hats, the jackets, the socks, the gloves, the fucking jerseys. I got still at 58 years old, got a room full of sticks. I mean, I'm a dual citizen, but I'm Canada through and through. I mean, there's just no questioning that. I don't know what to tell you. But I wrote a couple of posts today, and I get this thing, and basically what I said, I mean, get that. Look, I got that. I earned it, man. I earned my citizenship. But I had a couple of posts today where at the end of the game, which was brutal, I said, congratulations to Team USA. They earned it. Goaltending wins tournaments, which is true. I always say that, especially during the Stanley Cup. But today was, I knew this guy was the best goalie in the tournament before the tournament started. And I'm not going to say anything about the Canadian goaltending, but he played well enough today. They should have won. But here's the thing. Everybody's coming at me and saying, I disagree with you. They didn't earn it. Look, as a guy who played hockey my whole life, what matters is the scoreboard, unfortunately. It makes me sad too. But that's what matters, the score. And they won by scoring more goals than Team Canada did. And we have to kind of accept that. Doesn't mean they own the sport anymore. They win one about every 20 or 50 years. Okay. So, I'm sorry. I mean, offend my American friends and dishonor my American passport. But, let them enjoy this. It doesn't mean that just because a couple guys on the team like Donald Trump, that's the whole, you know what I mean? Like, let's not make it political. It was a game and they won. And they earned the Olympic gold medal because they scored more goals than we did. And you can't be like, oh, the refs sucked. I mean, of course the refs sucked. Of course they missed when they jumped 7 guys on the rink and didn't call it. Okay? It happens all the time. Things happen in the sport. These guys aren't perfect. They're not reffing in slow motion, And, it's the way it goes. It's a game. You got to keep it in perspective. And the reason I say they earned it is because I am Canadian. When we lose, we admit it. And we say, do I think that we would have won had they had a different goalie in? Yeah. I mean, the shots say everything. And all the bounces and all the stuff they got. But it doesn't mean they didn't earn it. Not at all. The coaches make choices as to which goalies you put in and which goalies make the team, right? So that's a part of that. It's not a vacuum that it happened today. They made choices to put certain goaltenders on the team, and so did Team Canada, and certain players on the team. They left off players that were very controversial, and so did Team Canada. So part of that's the composition of the team. You can't be like, oh, if Sid was in, we'd win. I mean, we don't know that. Sid's a great player. I love him. He's definitely earned the respect of, Canadians who largely at the beginning of his career, they shitbagged him because he wasn't Wayne Gretzky, and how things have turned, right? But just let's be Canadian today. If we're Canadian, let's be Canadian. Say, congratulations, you earned it. And quit arguing about who outplayed who. We know the Canadians outplayed the American team today, but the goalie is part of that team. And the goalie didn't run down at the other end and score the game-winning goal either. It was Jack Hughes, and the Hughes brothers are fantastic players. Let's give them some credit. Do I still think Austin Matthews is prick from Arizona where they get no snow is an asshole? Yes, of course I do. But don't come at me and say they didn't earn it, because that's the way the game's played. That's why they have a scoreboard, and that's why they play all the periods, and that's why they had an overtime when it was tied, because you play until another team wins, and when they win, they've earned it. Okay? Let's just be cool about it. Let's not be like the Trump tweets that are coming, we're sure of. Let's not be political about it. These guys played hard. That's just the way it goes. It hurts me as much as it hurts you. Okay? Fuck. Go Team Canada. Like, follow, and share. Normally I do politics, but I got up at 8 o'clock this morning, had cinnamon buns. It's not that bad a day. It's all worked out. I might start chugging some maple syrup in a little while and make myself feel better. Getting a drunken sugar high. I suggest that. Y'all have a good one.